it was funny, before we ever even launched the podcast, I was excited. In episode 1, I remember saying it. We had like 1,100 followers, just literally building up this podcast. Like, we're gonna launch it. We're gonna launch.
We were the Fire Festival of podcasts for a while. We were like, we don't have a podcast.
Yeah, we had 1,100 people, and now we're at about 5,000, 5,500. But it's organic, and it's really an authentic following that's kind of latched onto us, which has been great. We're so appreciative of that. But at around 2,500 followers, and I'm more concerned with active engagement versus just the number of followers, because anybody can go by an amount of followers.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. But the biggest thing, and I want to hear from you on really growing social media, not only for us, but somebody who's just starting, that's really trying to build a page. I saw a significant. We had a talk, the three of us. We said, all right, we're at 2,500 now. To get us to 5,000, something's got to change. And the one thing that we did, and I don't even know why I really started doing it, I just remember typing podcast into the hashtags.
Which is genius.
Right? And I literally just started clicking on pages. And before I knew it, thousands of pages actually end in podcasts. Like ours is No Snooze Podcast, right? Yours is New Age Influencer Podcast, right? Yep. So you see all these names. So I just started hitting follow. I would go to their page. I'd like a couple photos, might DM them, engage with them. Aaron, when I tell you we got from 2,500 to 5,000 with that single technique, I didn't know it was that easy.
Yeah, I called him. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Because there's people following us left and right. I'm like, did you post like yourself naked? Like, what are you doing? Why is it? Yeah, I thought he screwed something up where he like posted the wrong thing.
But I mean, have you seen the same? I mean, the same thing. Obviously, I'm sure you could speak to more, I guess, of the tactics of it. But do we sound on the right track?
Yeah, no, that's you hit it on the head. That's the exact thing that I've done, and that's what I recommend to people. It's like go and follow accounts that are similar to what you're doing. It's collaboration over competition, because they will follow you back because they have the same interests as you. Or go and interact with people who liked the posts of those podcast people, like because they obviously have shown interest in that type of account too. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're just doing the mass like thing, but chances are you'll hit some that have similar interests. So yeah, targeting your active one-on-one battle engagement is the most important thing in the beginning. It's just that foundation work. It's that Gary Vee type of, Twitter mentality where he spent 10 hours a day for 3 years straight just responding to all the wine conversations on Twitter. And that's what you do when you don't have a following. You have to build a solid base, and then eventually it'll get to a point where you don't have to do that one-on-one battle anymore, and it will start to, just organically grow itself. Well, it's still good to always reach out to people one-on-one. But yeah, I did the same thing. I would go and follow and like. I still do it with a podcast account. Most of my followers in the podcast account are podcasters. And that's also who I'm going to be helping here in this monetization method. So, I want to keep, I want to talk to them all the time. So that's what I recommend, starting out. But not only just people that are similar to you, it's again, the people that are interested in the things you're talking about. People that are interested in mindset, business, self-improvement. You go to those big accounts, you go to the people who like those photos, and you go and interact with those people who like those photos. Yep. Or commented. The commenters are better because they've shown that they actively engage with posts.